What's the motherfucking deal? I apologize, my friends, but welcome to the Den. If you're not familiar with the Den, man, this is a conversation in the community where opinions are uncensored. You know, we're all friends in the Den, so, you know, even if you agree or disagree, if you come from different backgrounds, where we all can congregate and conversate or converse or whatever the fuck it is, you know, on various topics, and we can entertain others' opinions. You know, it kind of is what it is. But I hope you all are doing well this evening. And I'm just kind of, like I said, about to get a couple of things in order here. I was tweaking some stuff, and it took a little bit longer than expected. So, don't mind the crazy noise in the background. You know what it is. So tonight, we are going to discuss a situation very near and dear to my heart. I'm going to talk about one Bill Cosby getting sentenced 3 to 10 years in prison. No house arrest, no none of that. This is an 81-year-old man, and different people have different opinions, and I can really give a fuck what they think or what they feel. You know, when we talk about this, it makes me think about a joke. A joke from one David Chappelle. And you know, and it just really, it's like, it's not this episode is not even so much just about Bill, but it just makes you think, because, you know, I don't necessarily agree with everybody on everything. Sometimes I see stuff differently. I think that certain people are more valuable than others. I mean, I just feel that way. And the reason why I say that is because there are certain people who just bring more to the table than other people. There are people who are worthless to society, but feel they are due every right as anyone else. And I don't think so. I mean, if you don't do shit, if you don't bring anything to the table, you don't have any value. I don't think that you are as worthwhile as someone who does good for the community, who does different things. I mean, whatever it may be, whoever brings value to society. So I know a lot of people find that distasteful. Some people find that disgusting. Some people find it just absolutely, just how dare you. But some people are fucking worthless, man. I mean, it's just the fucking truth. And this whole idea that everybody's created equal is false. Some people have done things for society, have advanced people. Some people have given more money regardless of how they made it, regardless if they're born with a silver spoon in their mouth, regardless if they came up from nothing and made it all happen. And they have entertained, they have provided a way out, even if it's just a couple of hours for certain people, through laughter, through movies, through whatever. Some people have been plotting ass scumbags their entire life. Some people have been thirst traps. Some people have been users. Some people have been abusers. Some people have, again, like I say, brought no value to society. Do I think that everyone is equal? Do I think a person who has done nothing? Do I think some fucking hoe who hops from dick to dick, run around city chasing, cleat chasing, actually bringing nothing to the table, Instagram thought, whatever it may be, do I think she's as valuable as, say, somebody who creates jobs, who employs thousands of people, who, you know, helps families put food on their table every night? Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? I don't. And again, regardless if it changes how you feel about me, I'm sorry about that, but that's just the way the fuck I feel. You know, I'm gonna keep it real in the Den. I'm gonna always be as honest as I can be. But I think that, you know, there is, people can say that, you know, that with these sex crimes and things, that it's hard for people to come forward, and it's just so much pressure. It's just, but I find it so funny that it's so hard, it's so much pressure, but then once a bunch of other people, that pressure just seems to dissipate, just seems to disappear. Oh, it's no problem. No, yeah, it happened to me too, goddamn. It's always funny that the pressure seems to disappear when that person is moving up or you know, stepping into a higher position, or, you know, gaining something in their lives. And then you may feel, well, they took something from me and they're getting more out of it. I need to stop them. But why did you stop them in the first place? You know, people say they have to deal with it. People say that, you know, victims feel like, you know, is it my fault? Is it, you know, this, that, and the third? Now, I'm gonna be frank with you. I'm gonna be very honest with you. Do I think do I believe that Bill Cosby, you know what, it was like 50-something women that came forward? Do I feel like Bill Cosby took advantage of these women in one way or another? In a sense, yes. And what I'm saying by that is, he knew these bitches were thirsty, wanting to get into some position. Same way any of these. How is it that, except for Jameis Winston, you don't hear about these guys? These situations aren't ever taking place with you know, women who are in normal jobs, who are in normal fields. It's always these actresses. It's always these people who are hungry for something else, thirsting for fame, glory, money, whatever it may be, that always seem to fall in these traps. Or is it that all actresses or women in Hollywood, are they all stupid? I mean, are they all oblivious to everything in the world? You know, it's these ones that come forth, you're not necessarily hearing as frequently. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, but you're not hearing as frequently these rape allegations from women in corporate positions. You know, you may hear of sexism in the sense of that they're not getting the same opportunities, that they're not getting, you know, fair shakes at things, but you're not hearing that these women here who are hard working, who are determined to move up on their own merit, you're not hearing anything. It's hardly hear anything from them. So my thing is, why is that? Why is that? You know, I believe that there may have been one or two in the mix that, you know, if he did the dilly-dally with that many women, there may have been one or two in the mix who weren't with the shit, and that he may have, you know, hit with an okey doke. So I'm not going to say he's completely scot-free. But even then, the length of time, I mean, it's hard for me to buy into it. But I mean, here's the thing. A lot of these women, we're talking about back then when the women, they was with the shits. Like, this is Hollywood we're talking about. All of a sudden, these women are just upstanding, clean citizens who would never do I would never do drugs. I just wanted to be in Hollywood. Oh, excuse me. I would never do, you know, come on. Like, let's be realistic. Now, I do believe there may be a couple of cases in there where it was. Maybe he read something into it that wasn't quite there, and the situation didn't play out like he liked it, so he may have done it. And it's one too many, absolutely. But do I believe that Bill Cosby was just a serial roofier? No, personally, I do not. And again, you feel how you want to feel. But again, one is one too many. But again, Jason the White Cat. But before we get all the way to this, man, I apologize. Let's see who we have joining us in the den this evening so I can show everybody some love. Dewey, T'Challa, Heidi, Kenneth, Wink. What's the motherfucking deal? Let's see. Kenneth, have you done your homework? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to feel. I'm trying to feel what you got going on there. Let's see. Jason S. 335. Chase King, what's the motherfucking deal? Let's see. DeMarcus, what's the motherfucking deal? Joshua, what's the motherfucking deal? Katie running back beats up fucking Kenneth. That's fucked up. Eastside Harold, what's the motherfucking deal? Oh no, don't go raw every day. Unless you got some kind of consistency. Ed Man, what's the motherfucking deal? Cavity Creek, good to see you. Heidi, silver foot in her mouth. That's disgusting. Solis, always good to see you. And again, man, but here's the deal. 3 to 10, man. You've seen a lot of other people in this situation get and I wouldn't say lighter sentences, but get shown some type of favoritism for being of old age, being of whatever. Bill in the pen, 80-something years old, 10 years, that's a wrap. And they're gonna press him to do that whole 10. Don't think they're gonna show him any love. Like, if they wouldn't even let him fucking, you know, have bail just to get any other affairs in order, they're gonna press it for that whole 10. SPM, oh man, that's craziness. But here's the deal though. Again, Do I believe that he did 50-something situations? Do I believe that all of these women they were just fooled, that he just was such a nice guy? It's always such a nice guy. He was just such a nice guy. I didn't think that. No, come on. Like, my thing is this. You know, you want equal rights, you want equal all these other things, and you have to have equal intelligence. And I do believe women are intelligent. That's why I don't buy into the whole, well, she was just oblivious to the situation. She was just naive. No, the fuck not. Women are just as conniving, just as manipulative, just as malicious as any man can be. You know, we always want to take it easy on the ladies. Women, it's these men, they're such predators. But for some reason, it seemed like a 14-year-old little nigga in every high school getting his dick sucked by his algebra teacher, except for Kenneth. Fucking English teacher making it rain, popping that ass on him. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, what was the Asian chick paid the little kid $30,000 not to say anything. That motherfucker still ratted. You know what I mean? My thing is the rape defender. TRD, you know what I'm saying? The real deal. But all I'm saying is this. But this is what I'm talking about. I just kind of want to get to. It's not about rape, because if he did rape, he deserved to be punished. Like, I don't condone rape. I'm not suggesting that it's A-okay. You know, I mean, fucking, what the fuck you ever got to take some pussy for? I mean, pussy is out there for everybody. There's no reason to ever take it. I mean, you easily could have. Like I say, I don't even think it was about the sex for him. I think it was just about some type of manipulation. I think he had to look at these people like it's lower than him. And maybe didn't want to entertain the time, because what you're going to have is a lot of, well, you see a lot of these motherfuckers nowadays, well, that's my boyfriend. That fucking actor don't claim you. The athlete don't fucking claim you. The motherfuckers beat it up and skeet it up and then catch out and never hear from your ass. But you see these motherfuckers on Instagram and everything. Yes, that's my boyfriend. Motherfuckers like, who the fuck is this bitch? And I think it was a situation, maybe, you know, hey, maybe motherfucker wanted some pussy in the moment. Maybe thought they were attractive. Maybe thought they were whatever they were. But again, not to justify. If he did it, he did it. You deserve to be punished. Now, I do have an issue with, you know, just like to say the length of time, some of these things, it just makes me curious. You know, I'm never going to buy all in anything. But here's my deal, though. When we talk about the worth of people, we talk about the value of people. And it's, you know, even though Dave Chappelle made a joke about it. But if someone helps tens of thousands of people and only hurts one person, is this person a bad person? I mean, are they really that bad of a person? I mean, I want to be serious about this. You know, no, I'm not defending 6ix9ine because his music sucks. He ain't done nothing to help nobody. Fed a couple of fucking hot dogs to some homeless people in Chicago. Fuck that motherfucker. But my thing is simply this. I mean, if the money's good, I might, you know. I just don't want to be in school that long. But my thing is this. Honestly, if a person does more good for people, like say, let's be hypothetical. Say a motherfucker went out and bought 10 homes for homeless people, help families get off the street, you know, put kids through college, start up scholarship funds. I mean, help people get out of a position they were in life. And they violated one person. Violated one person. I'm not saying murdered them. I'm not saying killed them. And I'm not saying mutilated them. Violated one person, and this one person really wasn't attributing anything to society. Are they that bad? Are they that horrible of a person? You know what I'm saying? Say, well, I ain't make my own thumbnail for the video. Well, then that shit would have been trending on the internet, and they'd be like, oh, look at this kid and Bill Cosby. Not kid, well, this man and Bill, and then it'd be trending, and it'd probably be all over the internet. I'd be on Tosh.0, and it'd be over from there. The Catholic priest cause. But here's my deal, though. It's like, honestly, because we look at this day and age, and this is why I say I always take the staunch opposition, because when you listen to these leftist feminists and they say stuff like, well, you can have sex with somebody, but if the next day you felt like you didn't enjoy it, or it wasn't, you feel bad about it the next day, then you can say it was rape. I'm going to oppose that every single time, every single fucking time. There's no way on earth that I would justify that. And so I'm going to always look at the exact opposite, because you have crazy lunatics out there like that. You have women who feel like, and because we've talked about this situation before, I've explained stories to you before about certain situations, but I easily have proof, witnesses, and things like that. Because a motherfucker thought that because you gave something up that, a motherfucker was going to college, that I was going to take you with me or something. I mean, I'm just going up the street, goddamn. Like, fuck you really think this is? Again, it's that value on the pussy, because I give you some pussy that, you're coming up in life, I should get some type of something out of it. Why? How? And I think, and I agree with you, T'Challa, that's what a lot of it is. It's a lot of motherfuckers who sit here, like I say, I look at the Aziz Ansari situation, where the dude basically took the chick on what any other broad would have said was a nice fucking date. Took her out to eat, to a restaurant, they ate the food and was ready to leave. Oh, he was just in such a rush to leave after we ate that I just felt like, how do you feel violated? Because motherfucker, like people hang out in restaurants after they're done eating. Yeah, you have a little bit of conversation, but fuck, other people at these tables too want to eat. Like, I might want to go home and watch some TV or something. You're more than welcome to come with or not, And then she said that he was disrespectful because he didn't let her choose the wine. These people of this mentality, the people of this mentality exist out here. And so, like I say, you have to think, what if this is one of these type of people? What if he engaged? I mean, and especially a lot of this happens in that Hollywood culture, because, it's a lot of weirdos out there. So I wouldn't be surprised if you run into that mentality frequently. And again, actresses, models, and these things, they feel like they have this value placed upon them because of their looks or whatever it may be. And so they feel like, well, yes, if I throw this ass in a circle and let you get some of this Kit Kat, then, you owe me something, But, I mean, it is what it is. It's a mentality. And, people can act like the mentality doesn't exist. That's fine. You can be ignorant if you want to, because, if you don't engage with it or you've never seen it, then that's just one thing. But again, like I say, from firsthand experience, I've seen how people act about this shit, Now, if a motherfucker violates you and a motherfucker does something, then that's definitely uncalled for. Like, I will not disagree with that. But my thing is, how is it a consistent type of person that continues to end up in these situations? It's a certain type of person. It's always from a certain occupation, if you will. How do the Instagram hoes always end up in, well, how is it that Instagram hoes and athletes are always connected, or actors or musicians or something, especially like with the rap? Or why is it always that, Why is it always, again, aspiring actresses that get violated by, producers? I'm going to meet you at the hotel. Hoes know what happened in Hoes Tales. Hoes Tales. Yes, they're Hoes Tales because that's where hoes tell the information that happens. But hoes know what happened in hotels. Nobody in the history of the world has gone to a hotel for a script reading to get a part. They've gone to a hotel to do some lip reading, if you will, to get a part, or some other type of activity. Like, so you're telling me I don't go to the studio, I'm not going to be reading for the part in front of other people to, get there, like, and then when you find out the pussy wasn't good enough for the part, I was raped, I was violated, I was, all these other things. Again, if you're talking about a woman minding her own business, walking down the street, gets yanked into an alley, and something terrible happens, hang that motherfucker in public. Hang whoever did that shit in public. But it's harder for me to just co-sign with these incidents that take place, because it's so much of it that happens. Oh, it's someone rich about to be rich and low budget. You know what I'm saying? You say you can't really say it's a gender equality class. Women get abused bad. It's just some women fuck it for the strong women out there. Man, I mean, here's my thing though. Like I said, I agree. I know that women have it hard. I do. But again, and I'm not dismissing those. Like I say, I'm not dismissing, people who are in positions where they're actually working for something, trying to get something where they bring merit to the table. But it's always these ones who are looking for a boost. Like I say, it's just, you know, it's the Hollywood shit, it's the rap video hoe shit, it's the Instagram bitch shit, like the bitches who basically, for the most part, try to benefit off their bodies. And I'm not saying every actress tries to benefit off her body, but I think there's a situation where you realize there's certain times that you don't put yourself one-on-one, regardless. You say, you know, a man shouldn't act like that. You're correct. But self-preservation is the strongest sense you should have. So when it comes down to, hey, I'm going to put myself in a room, locked in a room with a stranger I don't know, or just say, hey, you know what? This might not be the situation for me. I'm gonna overlook my safety because I just want this so bad that I'm willing to risk my life. When you've heard these stories 1,000 fucking times, like, when does common sense kick in? Common sense ain't common. And so what I'm saying is, first and foremost, you protect yourself from these situations happening when you have the opportunity to do that. And you know, well, my thing is, see, if her sister was an attention whore and somebody ripped out, I think she was lying. When you're in trouble, you just start kicking everywhere. That's the way you do it. You get the strap and say, I would be head to rape if you did that to my sister. But that's what I'm saying, though. But here's the thing, too. Like, let's talk about that. Let's get on it. I'm not saying nobody's sister in particular. But let's be honest, man. This is what pisses me off, because people assign too much value to their own family, too. And this is just me. Like, I'm being real about this. You know what I'm saying? This is a controversial topic. This is a den. We talk controversy. I have some shitty family members. I have an aunt on my Beaumont side. She ain't worth the fuck. Not worth the fuck. Then been through who knows how many marriages and flip-flopped it on some other shit and everything else. Ain't worth the fuck. If she was to holler some off the wall shit, I wouldn't believe her for shit. Couldn't, wouldn't, won't, ain't. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what type of person she is. And it's almost like one of those cry wolf situations. It would be unfortunate if it really did happen, but I just wouldn't come to her defense because I know what type of shady character she is. You have people who will run to defend these motherfuckers, knowing that you got sketchy ass fucking family members. But because they're your family, I just got to defend them no matter. Man, fuck that. I'm not going to lie to myself. Like I said, I got cousins I don't fuck. I got a majority of my family I hardly even really fuck with too at this point. And I'm not saying they're all shady, but I just, like I say, it was a favor. I cut a lot of people off. But as far as talking about particular cousins, I know what type of people they are. So if they got into some nigga, man, some shit went down, man, you know, nigga, well, what did you do? Because you're a shady character, and I know that you got some type of involvement in it. Because those are the type of niggas who will cut out a big chunk of the story to make it seem like this, that, or the third, knowing that they had a reason for some type of nigga. Like, just because you have family, you have to realize what type of family you have, though. You know what I mean? No, powerful people would never threaten anybody. Never, never, ever, ever. Never. But my thing is this. Threats, non-threats, or whatever. I mean, what happens? What the threat just fades away years later? I mean, what's the difference? Like, this is what I'm saying. I'm not discounting anything. I'm not discounting anything. People threatened and fucking harassed all the time. But my thing is this. If you don't put yourself in the situation initially, then you don't have to fucking worry about it. If you don't let your thirst, if you don't want to be known as one, you avoid every possible situation where it can happen. I mean, shit. I mean, just being realistic. Like, if you put yourself in that situation, you have a decision to make. Am I willing to give up some pussy for a career? Because it's quite possible that this can happen. Otherwise, I'm not willing to go that far. Then I'm not finna do it, because this is likely what it looks like. If I'm not going to read this script, if I'm not going to this audition where there's other people in public with, you know, where they're having a casting call or whatever it may be, then it's a shady fucking situation, and you're letting your greed overtake you, or your thirst, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, to just think that you're that fucking special over anybody else. Like, especially these ones who've never been anything to anybody. Never acting like I don't have a video, I don't have any fucking what is that shit, a portfolio on you, or anything about that. Like, but here's the thing. No. Here's the thing. Like, the same situation where you're asking men to behave. These are the same motherfuckers that take over countries. These are the same motherfuckers that go to war, the same motherfuckers that do these things. So you just have to accept one with the other, because otherwise you get a country of pussyfied motherfuckers that ain't gonna be willing to defend nothing, ain't gonna be willing to fight shit, ain't gonna be willing to stop shit, because then you're just gonna basically have what you got now, motherfuckers rocking wigs and purses and shit just like the fucking broads are. So you can't have one without the other. So the smart thing to do is, hey, I know what men can possibly do. I'm not really familiar with this guy. This is a shady situation. Let me be smart about preserving myself. Hey, I really want to do this. I'd really like to have this interview. Can we do it here? Can we do it? You know, and if it's not, if you're getting feedback and you're getting, you know, attention to everything else, then you should realize, okay, hey, that's not what it is. Instead of going, well, I just want this so bad. Like, I mean, I can't validate that. Like, if I know, if it was a situation where back in the Gap, when I was doing something that I had no business doing, and, you know, the interaction, it was a conversation, and I didn't like the way shit sounded, I'm not going to say, well, man, fuck, I need to hit this lick, man. If I don't like the terms in which the situations take place, I'm saying, nah, man, I'm cool on that. You know, I fuck with you next time. You know what I'm saying? I get with you another time. Like you can't be hungry. All money ain't good money. You know, every situation ain't a great situation. My thing is here. But the thing is, how do those type of things happen? Like, you justify one side of it. Like I said, I've already attributed. I've said it happens. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, but a lot of times there is a bunch of, not a lot. There's a bunch of bullshit bitches out there, and the thing is, these bitches fuck it up for the real ones because people jump behind their fucking cause. People support them, and then all it turns out, oh, it was some bullshit. I mean, how many times have we seen? We just seen the fucking 2 college athletes lose their scholarship, lose their opportunity to play in the league. They were projected, you know, what, 3rd, 4th rounders, lose an opportunity because the bitch cried fake rape. The fucking the Banks kid fucking went to jail for like 5 years. You don't get that back. The bitch gets $2 million. She fucking spends all the money, ain't got the money to pay back. What happens to him? He eventually gets out of jail, gets to work for an organization because they feel bad for him. But if he was halfway decent, if he was, you know, who knows what he could have been, could have had an opportunity to make more. Yeah, fucking LaShawn McCoy situation. Everybody, every media outlet, he's guilty. He's guilty. Look at this motherfucker. He's beating up bitches. What do we tell you? What do I say, man? That nigga ain't do that shit. Told y'all shit. Oh, Honcho, you're just, you know, this. You just, where are the charges now? No charges, no this and that. I mean, if it was all these threats and shit, she wouldn't have went to the lawyer in the first place. They wouldn't have tried to turn it into a civil suit when they realized they had nothing going. All I'm saying is, you can't sit here and defend every bitch that fucking says I was raped. And I won't. Again, because like I say, from personal fucking experience, a motherfucker wants somebody, you expect somebody, you put a price on the pussy, and you realize, hey, shit, I must have brought a coupon with that because that shit ain't worth what you thinking it is. And it's not, you know, expecting these, women do these things with these unspoken situations because a lot of women will think that, well, you know, if I just do this and this, he gonna fall for me, and you know, it's gonna be this, and I'm gonna live in this life of luxury, or I'm gonna get this advantage, or I'm gonna get this and this. And when that shit doesn't happen, they feel dejected. They feel like I was feeling talking about the Texans earlier, and well, my secret plan didn't go to play, so I'm gonna say he raped me. The fucking. Now we know Jameis is what Jameis is, but her whole situation was fucking sketchy. Fucking cleat chaser and all this other shit. Basically, you got a bunch of, basically, I'm a bopper on my fucking Instagrams and social media and all that other shit, you know. But then something don't go your way. Okay. The fucking, what's his name? The guy who used to play for the Texans, Humphreys. Fucking bitch want to fuck Raw. Why? Why would you? What kind of bitch puts herself in that situation? To justify that bitch. Justify her actions. Meet a motherfucker on Tinder. Invite him to her room, wants to fuck Raw. He says no, claim rape. Justify that situation for me. Like, justify that. Like, it's easy to say, oh, I'm just a gang, I'm just a victim. Like, justify these actions for me. That's what I'm trying to, like, explain this to me, because it's easy to say, oh, men are bad, oh, they're all this, and women only do, but justify these for me. Nobody wants to speak on that. Because everybody wants to believe that, oh, women are just ain't. Women are manipulative motherfuckers. They've been manipulating shit since the beginning of the time, just like men manipulate shit. Motherfucker, like I say, that's why I believe in equality, because people are equally malicious. Women are predators. Men are predators. People are predators. The only difference between men and women, physical strength. And some of these bitches out here might be on testosterone, because there's some big bitches out here, motherfucker. You fuck with one of them Samoan bitches, she might rape you, and you got to deal with that. So all I'm saying is, I will not co-sign for anybody. I'm always look at every angle of it. And if the shit seems sketchy to me, it is sketchy. And that's all I got, man. That's all I got. Is it's a lot of sketchy people out there. I won't deny that these men are sketchy, but if you don't peep game and say, okay, this motherfucker's trying to play me into a corner, what alternatives do I have? If I go to this hotel room, if I put myself in a situation one-on-one with this person, I don't have anybody to back me up and help me. I don't have any type of resources to get out. But instead of thinking about that, all they think is, you know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and I'm gonna do what I got to do to get this part. Then when you don't get what you want, when you gave up some pussy, when it was never agreed, hey man, you give me some of this pussy, you suck me off, whatever it is, you gonna get this part. And then you get mad because it goes to somebody else who's more suitable for it, or somebody else gets the shit. Now it's rape. Now it's this. You throw it out there a lot of the times. Because here's the deal. You know, this is something that scared me a long time ago. Yeah, get the fucking documentation. I'm dead serious about that. You better start motherfucking exactly. Start getting the fucking documentation. And bitches will try to play, oh, I'm not like, and that'll be the main bitch that'll fucking do it. If a bitch got a problem signing that shit, you know, hey, it is what it is. Because here's the thing. It was a bitch I was fucking with a long time ago, man. This is when I was younger, and I was fucking with this bitch, and the bitch came back, told me she was just, yeah, I went to, you know, the gynecologist, whatever, and the doctor said, they had asked me if I had been raped. She's like, yeah, you look like you got vaginal bruising. You know, it's like you've been having overly aggressive sex. If you are you okay? You know, I told you I used to be, when I was younger, I was, you know, before I got my finesse game, I used to be Jackhammer Johnson. You know what I'm saying? I used to beat it up, trying to break the concrete. And at that moment, like, she wasn't trying to play me or nothing like that. It wasn't like, she wasn't trying to play me or nothing. Like, she just, you know, just kind of like an anecdote or whatever, just kind of saying what happened. But at that moment, I'm thinking, damn, if this bitch was scandalous, if I did do something to this bitch that was whatever to her dislike, she could try to play me. And she could say, I mean, and if it's on that level, you know what I'm saying? So my deal was just like, man, let me start paying attention to my actions more, you know, let me be a little bit more careful. Do you know what I mean? And so all I'm saying is this: women are scandalous, man. And there's no way that I'm gonna sit here and say that they're not, because I know I got scandalous hoes in my fucking family. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, that bow my side ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers country as shit. And scandalous than the motherfucker. You know? Shit. You be thinking them country motherfuckers be slow. They just slow playing your motherfucking ass. Them country motherfuckers got game. Don't think that it ain't. You know what I'm saying? But again, like I say, you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. And all I'm telling y'all is just, I will not side with any victim just because it's a victim. You got motherfuckers that say, believe women. But then what happened when the fucking, goddamn, I keep wanting to say Sargento, and that's that fucking cheese. The bitch that was with Anthony Bourdain or whatever, the reason he fucking killed himself, because she fucking little young boys and fucking all the little UFC fucking training partners and all that. That's why he fucking died. It wasn't that she made me like, well, what happened to the love of his life? This bitch was fucking everybody. He's paying off the motherfuckers she's fucking deliberately. And she telling them that they trying to con her and use her and all this shit. But she fucking young boys, fucking underage little niggas, and he breaking bread with the motherfuckers and say, oh, well, he's just sick in the head, and we're just gonna pay him off to get him up. But you steadily fucking these young boys. That's why the fucking fool killed himself. Like, it ain't none of the other shit. Like, I hate to say, it sounds like horrible what I'm saying, but it's real. It's fucking real, man. I'm saying Agent RG, yeah, that's the one. And yeah, the bitch probably smelled like mozzarella cheese, but she looks like like, to be a Hollywood one, she just looks but she in there fucking the young boy, oh, my son, and calling him all this weird shit, but then talking about he raped her because she getting hit with all rape. Like, that's what a shady bitch does. When a bitch gets backed into a corner, she got no out. She's so used to being able to pull off that victim card, they just start saying some anything. I hold motherfuckers accountable. If a man say some off the wall shit, I'm gonna hold that nigga accountable. If a bitch say some off the wall shit, I'm gonna hold her accountable. What it is, in this day and age, women are allowed to not be accountable for their actions for the most part. And people just automatically be, you got the white knights coming in, I'm going to save you. He would do such a thing. Oh, you got me fucked up. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck you did to make that nigga do that shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know your character. You a shady motherfucker. So what did you do? How did you handle this situation? What did you say? And motherfuckers will always try to play the victim. I know people like this. Like, so if I didn't see shit like this firsthand, then I wouldn't. I'd probably be in here simping like Kenneth and Jay Bird. Goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Kenneth be in school, baby. Did he step on your shoelace? Did he untie your shoe? I'm gonna whoop that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna beat that nigga up. He untied your shoe, baby. Did he smudge your Puma, baby? I got you, baby. But my thing is this: Trump, Clinton, Kobe, all did that shit. I have no problem saying that. Kobe was probably the smartest one because I think he butt fucked that bitch. Look, I had a kid with the fucking trashy massage therapy. But then what else happened with that? They found multiple traces of semen in her shit, correct? So what does that say about her? You think he really raped that bitch? He just fucked that bitch. He hit her with the black mamba. And she ain't never had nothing like that in her life before, but then she's like, oh, he's paid. Oh, let me see what I can get. I didn't even realize that was Kobe Bryant. Fucking Clinton. Clinton whole situation was just shady. Niggas was hating. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was hating though, Clinton, man. Clinton was look, man. Look, this fucking U.S. trying to balance this budget. It's really getting on me. Hey, bitch. Let me holler at you. That's a nice dress you got there. But my thing is, this is my thing though. You know? This is my thing. So all I'm saying is this. Fuck the bitch that was the Kobe bitch. Like, fuck, that bitch was trash. Again, like I say, no accountability so I mean, it's okay. Because there was another one of them bitches. Who was the other bitch that got called for rape and had like different traces of semen inside of her? Who was calling that shit? Because there was another bitch that shit happened to. We're just supposed to disavow any knowledge that, well, it's okay. Well, you know, it's okay that she was fucking 3 or 4 different guys in the same night, but he was the only one that raped her. Like, come on, man. Like, let's stop the nonsense. Hoes gonna do what hoes gonna do. Bitches gonna do what bitches gonna do. The reason why I say, you know, I love ladies. I like hoes. I hate bitches. Because 1, a lady doesn't get in those situations. 2, a hoe accepts her role in those situations. She ain't gonna try to turn around and play. She's gonna enjoy the dick she get out of it or whatever the fuck she get up out of it. A bitch will do that shit, be mad about that shit, and then try to turn around and put it on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I say there's different classifications of women. I say there's ladies, there's hoes, there's bitches. That's why I say I love ladies. I like hoes. I hate bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, my thing is this. Big Ben, you know, shit, that's look, Big Ben did that. I call Big Ben a rapist. Like, I don't doubt that. Big Ben busting bitches up in the bathroom, snatching up, looking for some toilet paper, found the nearest bitch, fucking yanked her in the bathroom. I mean, Bill Roethlisberger's he's a rapist. Like, but you get Super Bowl rings, people disavow that shit. Like, I have no problem calling the motherfucker out who did the shit. I just don't believe that Bill Cosby was just raping bitches like, fuck, I ain't got no appointments this weekend. Let me set a bitch up for a rape. Like, raping 50 to 70 bitches. Like, come on, man. And it took 30, 40 years for the shit to fucking come out. Like, come on. So none of these bitches had the estrogen to come out before until this motherfucker about to make a major move and go, what are you supposed to be trying to buy ABC or trying to do something like that? Then all of a sudden, oh, here come all these bitches. Same shit with the fucking, the fucking dude, the Supreme Court dude. Do I think he did it as a fucking young guy? I think he probably did it. I don't really know him, but I'm pretty sure he probably did. Now you got 3 or 4 other women coming out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always funny how it's so hard to deal with. It's just such pressure to deal with. Oh, somebody else came out. Now I'm strong enough to tell my story. I was fearful of the embarrassment or whatever else is still gonna be there. The pain is still gonna be there. What changes? This is what I'm trying to understand. Like, this is what I'm trying to understand. I'm a low-key rapist. Here's the deal. This is why, let me explain something to you. I will never ever take any pussy. Because I feel if I was to ever take some pussy, it would lessen my worth. If I can't verbally, if I can't talk the panties off, then I don't deserve that pussy. And sometimes you ain't even got to talk. But I'm not going to force any woman into any situation. Now, if we are together, and I'm not saying, yes, there's spousal rape and all of that stuff. Not like that. It may be aggressive, and we're talking about having some role playish type shit. That's a different thing. You know what I'm saying? But then again, I'm gonna make sure we're both adequately in the mood and all that other stuff. But I'm not taking no pussy, like, because that makes me fucking doubt myself and my abilities. Like, damn, Honcho, you lost all the game. You got to take the pussy. Like, ain't There's no pussy on earth that fucking valuable that I would ever have to take it. You could have. I'm trying to think. I don't even fucking know. I'm just trying to throw something. Rihanna. You can throw Rihanna, be butt naked, legs copped open, and saying, no pussy for Jew. You bad boy, you no get. I'm like, okay, I don't want the fuck pussy, bitch. Just fuck you and your Fendi, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Like, I don't give a fuck. But like, it's not at the end. Nobody would talk about that. Fucking Peyton was teabagging and testosterone taking. But my thing about that is like, man, like, never. Like, that's why I say I'll never, ever worry about that. That's why I say, like, if the den was to ever blow up, if the saucer ever blow up, somebody, like, you don't understand how much I would enjoy somebody. I mean, it would be pleasurable because, like I say, it would be no worries on my behalf because I would never do anything like that. Never. I would never do anything like that. There is no pussy on earth worth taking. None. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Texas cheerleaders, they probably got groped and violated. I know they, but the thing is, it was a chick who was making them do all that shit. It was a chick who was making them do all that shit. Like, did y'all see the video that they put out on TMZ? All these bitches sucking on strawberries and shit like they some fucking nuts. And I mean nuts as in testicles, not like fucking pistachios that y'all in here stealing and shit. But my thing is, like, come on, it's certain shit that you got to realize, hey, okay, well, if I'm going to be ethical about this, then hey, I got to let this shit go. This is not where I want to be because, you know what I'm saying? It was a TMZ video like a couple of weeks ago. I actually like went out on TMZ of all the fucking Texans cheerleaders at they little, you know how they do their little yearly pool party. And they sitting all, it just so happened that it's coincidentally they're all eating and well, not even eating the fucking straw. They're all sucking on strawberries at the same time as this pants. You know, it's a fucking orchestrated event to make these bitches look sexual, but yet we're a good organization. We don't run like that. Man, they fucking sexualize and objectify the fuck out these bitches. But again, it's been happening for years. So when you sign up for this, I want to be a Texas, you know what the fuck is finna happen. You know what you're signing up for. You know what I'm saying? Go look up TMZ Texas cheerleader video. There you go. Thank you, Cavity Creek. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, that's a bit, Jason. Let's appreciate you following through. But all I'm saying, yeah, the barbecue, they do that shit every they've been doing it the last few years. But who made them do it? It wasn't Bob McNair. No, it was the fucking bitch, the little chunky bitch who be calling them crack whores and calling them all this other shit, but she didn't want to tell them they need to lose weight and all that other shit, man. Yeah. Video? What? Well, I'll be right back. I think my dog's barking. Let me see what's happening. But my thing is, like, come on, man. Like, we like to play like bitches are that stupid. Like, you can't say, you know, women are smart and women are equal and but she just didn't know what was going to happen. She just doesn't. You can't sell me both sides of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot sell me that shit. And the reason why I think the way I think is because I view women as equals. People can say I'm misogynistic, I'm whatever. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, I'm gonna be straight up with you. Like, there's no fucking point in lying. If a bitch is not providing something of intelligent value, in a position to help me learn, improve as I am a person. So if I say I watch speakers, if I watch like a little TED talk or the broad is talking about something, I'm gonna listen to it. Yeah, I say broad, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna listen to it, and I'm not gonna see her like that. But if a bitch is a Instagram thought and she's promoting herself body, I'm looking at her, I'm gonna objectify the bitch because she's objectifying herself. Like, that stupid bitch. Look at this old goofy bitch. She probably dumb as hell. All she put forth is her body. She ain't putting forth anything of any intelligence. And the same way, if I see a motherfucker who he's not a fucking personal trainer, or he's just trying to flex and pose for hoes, I'm sorry, this old dumbass nigga, he ain't got shit shaking. He just the fucking dumbass trying to use his body for gain. Like, I mean, it is what it is because it works both fucking ways. You not telling me that these fucking BBWs, well, we know they fabs, really, sitting there liking all these goddamn pictures of muscle-bound motherfuckers. They feel like they deserve a fucking muscle man who can pick up all the abs of flab and shit, and they're not objectifying him. They're not, wow, he probably looks so intelligent. And no, they're looking like a fucking, they looking at it like he's a strong protector or something. Like, it works both fucking ways. It's just that women don't have the physical ability generally to fucking overpower a man and take sex from him. But don't get it twisted if you don't think women fucking drug men. Don't get it twisted if you don't think they violate like these little boys. They out here violating too. But again, it's because of the stigma that we have in society. That well, a young dude, he's fucking older bitch. Well, it's a rite of passage. You know, he's growing up. You're like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. Like, let's get rid of the double standards. It is what it is. When she does it, it's fucking molestation. But we don't look at it like that. Oh, it's a young boy, he's fucking older bitch. Because we look at them as weaker creatures. I don't look at them like that. I'm gonna call it equal. I'm gonna call it what it is. It's y'all talking about fucking unexpected balls in the face. Hey, I don't know. Like, well, motherfuckers might as well be painted with all that makeup they got painted on. Might as well put a target in that bitch too. I'm just saying. Only one gender has knowledge of the dick aggression power, though. I don't even know what the fuck that means. That's a whole. Nah, fucking Texas cheerleaders are not my bag, dog. I already told y'all like 1,000 times. Power dancers over cheerleaders all day. Fucking Texas cheerleaders ain't working with shit. Them motherfuckers didn't drop something. They probably left it at the fucking pool party. But that's my. Hey, yeah, the fuck you can. Yes, the fuck you can. Just as fucking horny as women get, men or women get just as horny, if not hornier. They just don't have the physical ability to go out and take it. I mean, that's that. Women get just as fucking horny as men do. They just do not have the physical ability to go out and take it. Bullshit. Bullshit, but you got the chemical plant. You got the fucking nuclear plant and all that other shit. That has nothing to do with the sexual aspect of it. You know, the physical strength aspect is different. If the chemicals that provide physical strength are not the same, that necessarily, let me make sure I word this right, because it is in a sense, but like I said, I'll admit when I'm wrong. But the fact that men's sexual chemicals also benefit them in sexual strength does not mean that women's sexual chemistry does not make them as horny. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. That's why I corrected myself. But y'all have chemicals that are just as equally as powerful. How the fuck you think that chick took on 500 weenies in a night? Ain't no dude fucking 500 hoes in no night. Try as he may. You know, what was fuck? Matter of fact, her name was Houston. See, there's another Houston accomplishment. They took fucking 500 fucking weenies in a night. Like, come on, man. Like, as much as any man would love to try, as much as any Arab would blow themselves up to attempt to have 500 virgins in heaven, it ain't gonna fucking happen. It's not gonna fucking happen, man. And so look, we were stretching the limits of possibility everywhere we go. Dan Bilzerian, yeah, Dan Bilzerian is a very interesting character. He's wanted somewhere. I don't know what that whole situation is. But again, regardless, the women know what they're getting to hanging with Dan Bilzerian. He knows what it is. And again, it is what it is. You know, I think the problem is people don't want to look at that everything is reality. We want everything to be hunky-dory, but it's not like that. It's not. Some people have more social value. People recognize that of the opposite sex. They want to be attached with that. They're attracted to that. And they're willing to submit and do things for that. But then when they realize, hey, by me submitting and engaging with you and this, that, and the third doesn't get me that, it doesn't automatically boost my clout up to that same level of social value. Because a lot of these hoes see, oh, such and such, she fucked this rapper. Look how famous she got. Like the bitch who tried to play Future on the fucking thing, and he ended up, you know, that like she thought she was doing something by fucking put all that information out there, and then she ain't do shit but look stupid. The only people who gave a fuck was a bunch of gossip mags read by a bunch of lame bitches, but anybody else who saw that shit was like, wow, that bitch is whack. You thought that You really thought that this nigga was just flying you out or going to bring you out just to hang out? You're an Instagram model. Y'all ain't had no kind of conversation. You know what the fuck it is. Bitch tried to play, oh, I'm not like that. I thought that we were really good. Like, shut the fuck up, bitch. You really value yourself that much. This motherfucker around, bitch is way finer than he actually knows, but you just going to be, come on, man, like, stop. I'm good, love, enjoy. That's the greatest, that's like the line of the year. I'm good, love, enjoy. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. Well, I'm not saying that you'll know about testosterone that you, I mean, well, shit, you can. You can go get testosterone injections. Women do it. I mean, women are getting testosterone. There's some fucking hairy women out there. These fucking changeovers. They're fucking, there's some little motherfuckers. They said, there was that, who's that fucking Marine? There was like a chick, dude, whatever it is now. And fuck, that motherfucker had a whole beard. I can't even get my shit fucking, I'm trying to level it out to make it look like something. That motherfucker had a full beard and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, so, I mean, if you really want to know, all you got to do is go get a shot. Well, if I eat and then go jump in the pool, bam, I feel your pain. Oh, man. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, because y'all don't, like, and I think Heidi's naive to certain American ways. And I'm sure there are ways like this in other places. But there are bitches who make a career out of being groupies. Point blank, period. I'm talking about at U of H. And this is U of H is not a school that was on the map. They just came off a losing record, all that. But just, oh, you played football? Like, I didn't even tell people I played football. I remember a bitch fucking fucked with me because she found out I was on a team. Like, said she used to see me at the UC every day. Like, basically, dude, hell, you want to come up to my room and this, and this? And let me tell you how much of an anti-rape guy I am, because she had a roommate who actually came up there and fucked it up for me because this little bitch was drunk, and we were all at the same party. And there was a bunch of Kappas there. You know, they supposed to be players or whatever they are, whatever that fucking whack ass shit is, fucking fraternity. They had their canes. They in the party trying to, you know, spin. It's like 4 or 5 of these niggas trying to holler at this one little bitch. You know what I'm saying? Well, they were trying to holler at the other little chick that was talking to me too. But I went and sat on the couch. Like, wasn't even trying to holler at the bitch. I was just chilling, had a little drink. The bitch got up from all of them motherfuckers and came over there to talk to me. I heard one of them hoe ass niggas say, oh, this nigga trying to cuff on all low. Like, what? I was like, what you say, my nigga? What's good? Oh, nothing, man. Nothing. Like, this old bitch ass, like, that shit, I still get mad about this to this day. Because I was like, I'm finna whoop one of these niggas. But again, like I said, I ended up leaving with old gal. We go back to the room. The next thing you know, a little while later, you know, the little roommate comes stumbling up, and it's these 4 niggas behind her, like they finna just, you know, really pull a move. And I end up running them niggas off. Like, so if I really was that bad of a person, you know what I'm saying? And it might have seemed like I was cock blocking then, but that wasn't the intention. I mean, I ended up fucking it up for myself. But, you know, like I say, it's not, I don't condone that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't condone that shit. Like, not at all. Like, I'm not with that shit. I'm not going to idly let that shit happen, and not going to idly let that shit sit by. Like, that shit is lame as fuck to me. And so all I'm saying is, but at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and say that it just every bitch is a victim, because it's not true. No, I'm not all hyped. Just the fucking energy drink got me with the juice. That's why I'm more excited about the shit. But because I've been accused of so many things in this fucking chat this evening, a rape defender. You done called me a fucking superhero of rape. I just have to show that I am a rape defender. I defend against the rape. So there, on y'all. Yes, y'all get a raspberry. But all I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is this, man. Because women are thirsty too. All you got to do is halfway be in shape. Like, when I was in shape, it was easy work. Like I said, because I ain't never tell nobody to play ball, but he never really wore my gear. Wasn't nothing like that. And even when I had left school, and I was still halfway in shape, it's easy work. It's the same way men glorify and objectify women's body. Women do the same fucking thing. It's the same fucking thing. And so all I'm saying is this, man. Let's be realistic about life. People have things that people want. People are willing to put themselves in not the safest situations to attempt to do it, and I don't recommend it. And so, like I say, you have sense. So you have to determine: am I willing to put myself in a threatening position to try to go after something? Am I willing to risk putting myself in a shady situation to go after something that I want that bad, but it could end up being detrimental to my health? You know what I'm saying? Like that's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yes. Look, I've been talking all this. I ain't even opened up the damn Denline. I'm over here talking and spouting my thoughts and all that other good shit. Let me get activated over here. Let me see what we can get shaking. You know what I mean? You know, yeah, of course you don't. It's like the James Bond movie. How you never calls like tomorrow never comes. All right, y'all give me 1 second. Let me make sure everything is kosher. Ed Man, don't be able to defend him. You coming in trying to save that look to Ed Man? Don't you tie that cape? Don't you tie that knot in that cape? Give me 1 second, and I'm gonna check everything, and we'll open it up for some calls here. Un segundo, por favor. All that other good shit. You know, I gotta put the twang on it, otherwise it ain't right. And then let's see. 1 second. Let me text the line, and we'll get it. All right, so we will open up the den line for a call or two. If you have thoughts, if you have opinions on what we have been discussing this evening. See, I got to stop getting into my time. I didn't realize we've been in here an hour. I felt like 15. I've been on a rage. I've been on a rampage. And I want to make sure I start opening up the den line more early because, again, you know, y'all ain't got to listen to my bullshit all evening before y'all get a chance to call in. So I want to start making sure that I do open it up a little bit early, give y'all the opportunity. But all I'm saying is this, man, is I'm not going to co-sign for nobody. And I want to make sure that, you know, I'm defending the proper person before I just go in, and I'm going to be honest. Because, like I say, because of false accusations that I had against myself, that I tend to lean more to the male side of it. Like, honestly. I mean, let's just be realistic. I mean, and can you blame me for that? If my firsthand experience has been, I've seen shady bitches do shady shit. I had a shady bitch try to play me on some stupid shit and basically expose that bitch. Like, can you blame me? Can you blame me for feeling the way that I do? I don't blame myself. I forgive myself. But as we're talking about it, man, so like I say, hopefully we'll definitely have a den tomorrow. Just won't be a sauce because I got some things to take care of tomorrow. But again, you know, I know we got the topic about hypergamy and talking about, you know, about men fuck who they can and, you know, women fuck who they want. And I think, you know, that ties into some of this conversation here too. So we'll save that. We'll save more of that tone. You know, I got to make sure I have enough topics to bash women all week long. You know, that's what I'm all about. Or so they say. If you listen to they, go to they.com and they will lie to you. Let's see. Something else that I want to discuss. But yeah, like I said, we're just gonna talk about some interesting things. I got a couple other interesting topics to discuss because I want to discuss some things, human nature. I want to discuss some things about social interactions. No, we're not going to talk about the incel. I got attacked by an incel last time we talked about the incel. But we're We got to figure out a way to save the incels. And I'm mad. We'll have this fucking this same number in the den for the next month. Then I'm gonna change it up because I fucking paid for it. I forgot to cancel it and swap it up, but it will. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling the Denline this evening?
Hey, it's your boy Josh again, man.
What's the motherfucking deal, Josh? What you wanna put on the line tonight?
Hey, man, with this Bill Cosby stuff, man, like I said, man, I think, like you said, man, I think he did, but again, it's a situation where it's years ago, and everybody's trying to figure out what happened, what took place. Is he in jail? Is he out of jail now? He's back in jail now. So, it just is what it is, man, and like people trying to, like I said, man, it's that Me Too movement that's taking off, man. It's like women empowerment, it's that women takeover. I know this is another subject, but yeah, this is the reason why the NFL is doing what they're doing. Because I'm seeing some shit on social media now talking about how girls want to play in the NFL now because the rules are getting light as it is right now. So the way it's going, that's where it's heading. Women want to take over everything now. So that's just how everything's going, man.
Man, I want your opinion real quick. Do you feel like the Me Too movement is helping or doing more harm to society today?
Repeat that? Oh, I'm sorry.
I said, do you feel like the Me Too movement here? I don't know if you hear me better than that. So, do you feel like the Me Too movement is doing more benefit or more harm to society today?
It's doing a little bit of both, but right now, the way it's heading right now, it's hurting a little bit more than helping at this point. But that's just my personal opinion. I mean, it could change, a little bit later, but I just feel like it's hurting a little bit right now. Because now people can't be themselves. It's like, well, that's why the world's getting too PC for me. So, I mean, that's just my opinion.
Okay. I mean, I can agree with that, man. I can agree with that. That's why I try to keep the DNPC free. I try to express real thoughts in here, man. Because I mean, it's just you got to have a place where you can really talk. Why not? Why is that not allowed? You know. But I appreciate the comment, Josh, man. That's a good point, though. We're gonna talk about that for a second. Man, shout out to Josh holding down the den line. And I saw Heidi say, well, can you blame a white person who got robbed by a black person for being forever racist? No, I don't blame them. I mean, if that's a stigma that's going to stick in their head and they actually had a real experience like that, I could justify that making sense more so than somebody just being racist because they watched TV and somebody else told them something. Maybe you actually had an experience and, you know, you encounter very few black people and the one you do encounter robbed the fuck out of you. I can't be mad about them having that particular bias. So no, you know, I mean, it's like, is it incorrect? Am I constantly correct? No. I mean, sometimes I'm going to be wrong. Sometimes women did get raped or, you know, the dude is not whatever it is, but I'm going to lean in the direction of being first until I get all the facts. I'm not going to say just believe the victim always. No. And in that same situation, I don't care. I mean, if they feel like that, I wouldn't be angry with them for feeling that way. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying the whole gender is out. Like, what you're doing is you're taking what I'm saying and kind of misconstruing it. I'm just saying that when situations of that nature occur and a woman accuses a man, I'm going to look at the situation and say, okay, is he in a position of power? Does he have something that she could possibly want? What does she have to gain from doing this? And if the signs say, okay, she gets a leg up by saying something like this, or the clues or whatever details kind of look like she was trying to get a win or she got played or something like that, and she's just mad about it, because I've heard women say before, like, I mean, the society leans heavily in their favor for a situation like that. Consensual sex can easily turn into rape. So I'm always looking for them, and if the signs say, hey, it looks like the dude could have been getting fucked over, I'm gonna lean with the dude unless more details come out. Now, if it's just a blatant situation where the dude looks sketchy, he ain't providing nothing of value, he just looked like a fucking dusty asshole, and he fucking looks like a motherfucker doing him, say, oh man, that bitch got raped, we need to kill that nigga. That's just how I'm gonna fucking I see what you're doing. You're trying to start up a barbecue in here. But what I'm saying is that my thing is this, like, so if I'm going to look at the situation. All right, hold on 1 second. Got a call coming in on the Denline. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling on the Denline this evening?
It's Edmund.
Edmund, how are you this evening?
I'm good.
I'm good. Okay, good. What do you wanna drop on the Denline tonight?
It's related to the Bill Cosby situation, and I just want to kind of elaborate on the situation.
Okay.
I think that for the most part, I don't blame Bill Cosby. I think in that era, it was a little bit different back then. I wouldn't be surprised if there were a lot of other, famous people that did the same thing Cosby did, and they didn't get caught. So, like, do you think that do you think that it was all Bill Cosby's fault, or do you think that that it's the culture that kind of led him to do this?
Okay. Man, that's a good one, man. I'm gonna hang up on you. I'm gonna talk about it because I got a lot to spill on that aspect. But I appreciate the call, there, man.
All right.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. About Bill Cosby. I don't know if you ever seen, and I don't care what y'all say. Like, I'm not. Bill Cosby does not look negative in my eyes because Bill Cosby tried to do a lot for the black race, and people wasn't feeling him. They were mad because he told people, hey, clean up your act. Let's stop all the cussing. Let's stop all the shit out of wedlock. Let's stop all that. Let's before all the allegations and everything else. But now, you look at it. And if you notice, Bill Cosby primarily was accused by white women. I think Bill had, if this was what it was a low-key type fetish thing going on. Because he had a little series that was called Black History, Lost, Stolen, or something. It's Lost, Stolen, or Forgotten, something like that. And and I feel like this was some type of, it had to be some type of erotic fetish type situation for Bill. So any black bitches that accuse him, I think they lying. But my deal is this, if he did it one time, yes, he's wrong. Absolutely. But my thing that comes with this is statute of limitations and things like this are odd because I do feel people change. And some people say, well, if you ever did it, you ever got caught for it, you deserve to be punished for it. Yeah, maybe. I'm not saying Bill changed. I'm not saying that either. But I think after a certain amount of time, shit, it's different. Now, he talked about the culture back then. I'm pretty sure the culture was back then. It was more macho women were thought less of. They were thought as lesser than. It's just, man, Arsenal, the groupie bitch trying to get me put the pop. Let me hit the bitch with the Cosby oop-de-wop. Oops, I done dropped the pill in your drink. Don't give a fuck what you think, And he fucking, hit it with the old Jello. You know what I'm saying? Look, it is what it is. Or for them, it is what it is. And it's unfortunate that, anybody got caught up in that situation. If it was real and it really happened to him again, Bill deserves everything he gets. The timing is what, again, like I say, that's what bothers me the most about these situations. And you could say, well, it shouldn't matter about the timing as long as they get caught up and get, but I don't understand why it's when somebody's moving into a higher position or, and I can understand maybe it's because you feel like this motherfucker fucked me over and they're still benefiting from life and they're still thriving, maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's the trigger because they said the chick with the Kavanaugh situation said she wanted to move out of the country. You feel like the guy who did something to you is taking over the world or some shit. Maybe so. And, this guy's moving to the highest court in the land. I don't know. Okay? I'm not a woman in that situation. Don't know. Now, my thing is this. Regardless of the culture, regardless of whatever it was, I do believe Bill had some underlying things. Because Bill was a proponent of black stuff. He put the first real black family on TV, and you saw what happened. People started changing. People wanted to be like the Cosbys. Like, Bill changed the lives of thousands of black families. You know, people were so used to seeing all the foolishness from black families. I mean, what did you have? You had a big gap in there from goddamn, I can't think of it. Moving on up, the fucking Jeffersons. The Jeffersons to the Cosby, but the Jeffersons weren't really ideally like that family. You know, George was just funny. You know, Weezy was Weezy, and they had older kids. But the Cosbys, that's the family people wanted to be. You know, Bill Cosby promoted a lot of black issues in a better light, and I think there were some people who didn't care for that. You know, but they're to each their own. Who gives a fuck? But he, in my opinion, was a great role model, regardless if you didn't know what he was doing in the fucking background. And that's why I say, you know, it's very interesting when you look at some of these things. He was a great role model for a lot of people who became better than what they would have been had the Cosby Show not been on TV. He was a role model for a lot of people who might have only saw one thing in their neighborhoods, might only saw one thing. I mean, everybody wanted to be like the fucking Cosby. They wanted to live and have a nice home. They might not have been to be doctors or lawyers or something, but they wanted to have that nice family situation going on. And you know, like I say, it's unfortunate because now you have a guy who was, again, like I say, a guy you could have looked at and said, okay, you know, hey, here's a quality black person that you could look at. Because I tell you, I try to find more of that because, you know, people always tell you, oh, you only got these rappers and these other things. And, you know, you want to see people who've done successful things the right way. And you would have thought Bill had did it the right way. You know, he didn't cuss. He had to let all this aggression out somehow. Because, I mean, shit. I can't trust a motherfucker who don't cuss. They doing something suspect. I don't believe nobody's a perfect angel. They're doing something. Aggression has to be let out somewhere, somehow. And my thing is just, it's unfortunate. And I think that's the thing I'm looking at, because what you did is you validated a lot of these people who were mad at Bill Cosby because he didn't do anything but give reasonable advice. Hey man, you know, let's fix our appearance. Let's be better in our appearance. Let's be better in the way we carry ourselves. You know, we ain't always got to be rough around the edges. You know, we can do nice things. We can be, you know, seen just as equal. I mean, my behavior in the den is, of course, nothing like Bill Cosby, but that doesn't matter. I'm just saying that to have an example, to have somebody who could relate to that now, again, people are validated by saying, well, he was a rapist. He did a lot of other things. Are you only labeled by the one thing that you did that was negative? I mean, is that the only label that you get to carry with for the rest of your life? And so that's what I'm wondering. You know, that's what I'm wondering. But we'll figure it all out. We'll figure it all out. Because like I say, you know, 50, I'm sure he's helped thousands of families. I'll take that at the expense of 50. But don't we always talk about, you know, in this country, you know, sometimes we got to, you know, do for the greater good at the expense of the few. I'm just saying, does that apply in this situation? Oh, man. Mark Wahlberg. But here's the deal, man. Again, I want to say Josh, when he was talking about the Me Too scenario. And I think that was a very good input, because is Me Too really helping? Because, I mean, you've heard a lot of these motherfucking Me Too bitches say, well, we don't even care who we're getting out of position if they are innocent. I mean, you see it all the time. That's why I say, you know, Twitter is toxic. And so I got to watch out how I vibe on there. But, you know, they said that they're willing to sacrifice the jobs of good men at the expense of finding the ones who really did that. So why not vice versa? I'm just saying, why are we willing to overlook the good that people have done for the other? You know, rape defender in the house. But no, but seriously, you know, again, if he did those things, which apparently he's been found guilty, so, you know, they said he did those things. So that's unfortunate for Bill Cosby. New theory that Twitter in the gas chamber. But like I say, this is part of the reason you don't put people on the pedestals. We talk about that often because everybody has flaws. And the thing is, what happens is people put other people on a pedestal, and they put them so high up there. And then when they find out that this person isn't quite what you thought they were, then, you know, hey, now you feel extra violated because you put faith in somebody and it wasn't that. And these people are real people. They're imperfect human beings. And so I always expect something from somebody. I'll tell you, I should expect negativity from me. Goddamn. It is what it is. Yeah, I'm sad. Why, Bill, man? That's my sitcom dad, man. Nah. But anyway, I actually got it looks like a fucking eyelash in my eye or something. Like I keep seeing something in the corner. But, you know, here's the deal. Here is the deal. It's done deal. He's locked up. How do you think he's going to do in there? Because he's in a situation that he's never been in. Do you think Bill's, I mean, I don't think he's going to make it. You know, like, depression is a real thing. And I think of all the stuff that's going to happen, because he's got enough money to eat good, to live good in there. But who wants to do that? To know that you stood for all of this stuff, got away with it for so long, and then this is how it all ends, man. This is how it all fucking ends. They gonna drug robo-host to prison for practice. Y'all don't know about me, motherfucker. I'm gonna get back out and I'm gonna be back in the, yeah, I'm gonna practice with this robo fucking bitch here. God damn it. And, but again, man, it is gonna be what it is, though. So, can you forgive a rapist? Obviously not. I guess that's the one thing you can't forgive anybody for. I think that's the no-no. Once you violate the vagina, you're not allowed to forgive them. I think that's the rule. Shit, but you know, shit, in prison they don't play that rape shit. They don't like rapists in prison. Bill ain't got enough jokes in the world, but Bill ain't gonna be in general population. You know, he's gonna be in SEG, doing his own thing, eating good, breaking bread with the guards. They're gonna be bringing them cell phones. He's gonna be in that bitch watching trying to watch porn, you know, because he's blind. You know what I'm saying? That would be great. See, that would be the greatest show. Cosby live from prison. All proceeds going to my books, bitch. Sponsored by Jello. So, it is what it is, man. We flip sweet potato pops in prison. Like I say, man, it's unfortunate, you know. But now, before we wrap it up, I want to know who y'all think. Who's the next domino to fall? If we were to open wouldn't be a prop bet. If we were to gamble, just like, you know, who's going to be the first coach fired in the NFL? Who's the next domino to fall? If you were to be suspicious of any other celebrity out there, let's say actor or musician, we'll leave the athletes out of it because they already fucked. Any other celebrity out there, actor or musician, who would it be? Damn, goddamn, why we guys all black niggas? Goddamn, what the fuck? I would believe Tyler Perry out there touching dudes. I would believe that one. I would definitely believe that one. If they say something about Denzel, man, I'm gonna turn into Braylon. I'm gonna start calling. I'm gonna be dropping hard ERs everywhere. If they say that Denzel is out there doing people dirty, I'm gonna get my MAGA cap. I'm gonna get my whole outfit. I'm gonna be dressing up like Braylon. I'm gonna put the whole khaki white shirt on, the khaki pants. Give me a tiki torch. Eddie Murphy already got caught up with the tranny, so unless he out there serial violating trannies, I know he got some skeletons in his closet. I think Will Smith all right, because him and his old lady, from what I hear, they already be on the freaky shit. Wow. What just happened there? I ain't pushing nothing, and Google just started listening. Look, you got to watch out. What? Oh, I should have missed a call on the. I did. My bad. I missed a call on the sauce line there. I didn't even realize I'd missed the call. Hold on, let me put the proper ear gear back in. So if you had called, feel free to call back. That's wild. Look, I just turned my head. That whole talking about the little Google Assistant started listening. Ain't nobody call every bit. Wow, you sneaky motherfucker. They're like, oh, he's over here trying to defend Bill. Yeah, somebody called on. Did I say sauce line? I probably did say sauce line, not thinking about it. Somebody called on the Denline, and then and I missed it. But that's wild. No, have I seen Glory? I don't think I have seen Glory. Denzel would never do it. Yeah, Terry Crews too much of a bitch to be fucking. He ain't gonna do shit. I'll tell you what though. Here's what I tell you. Like I really don't care about the. It did it again. What the fuck is going on? Sketchy. Let's see. I think when I say Terry Crews, it's listening in. Yeah, good luck. Let them hack. They ain't gonna find shit. Gotta be. You don't put too much out there, you be all right. But let's see. The Fed, they listen to this fucking Honcho guy. We're gonna get his ass. If you're listening, Google, fuck you. Whatchamacallit said 50 Cent had herpes. That's fucked up. So whoever's next to make a big move to purchase a major corporation, yeah, that's gonna be the next one to get exposed. You know how they do. Anybody who's finna make a power play, they send some fucking agent out to undermine their motherfucking ass. Well, he touched me. Well, Charlamagne probably touching on little boys too. Charlamagne suspect as fuck, dog. Charlamagne is super suspect. He too trying to defend everybody because he done probably done some shit, and so whatever it come out on his ass, pause. Whatever information comes out about him, he'll try to make it look like he's been in defense of people like that for so long, that he's a good guy. So I think Charlamagne done some suspect ass shit. I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see. Morgan Freeman, I saw a gal. Did y'all see that shit? That was the wackest fucking shit. Like that's what I'm talking about. That's why I say, like, you can't tell me if you saw the accusation against Morgan Freeman and then watched the video in which she said that he was looking at her all whatever and talking to her crazy. Like, if you don't think that bitch is cuckoo, then you may need some help. Yeah, females can be rapists. Absolutely. Females can be much more. There's been stories again. There was a bitch, she was 19 actually, 19-year-old little black bitch, fucking held her fucking ex-boyfriend at knife point, made that nigga fuck her. That's why I say women can be just as sexually aggressive. Some of these black hoes is super sexually aggressive. Held that motherfucking knife. Told him come over. Basically held him at knife point. Said if he didn't fuck her, she was gonna cut him. It was a white bitch. Did the same shit. She fucking did the same shit to like her. But I think it was. I don't know if it was her ex or if they was actually together or something. It was either ex or friend or something like that. But did they get no time? No, just got probation. You know, because I think her story was, she was too cute to go to jail. That bitch wasn't that cute at all. Black bitch got 5 years probation or some shit like that. That's why I say it's a double standard and it's sickening. You know what I'm saying? It's double standards and it's sickening. So there's that. Let's see. Yeah, I've heard of Glory, but I haven't seen it. But Morgan Freeman, the accusation against him, she was talking about, like, the dude was listening to a story, one of his co-workers, they're like, they all looked like a bunch of old men sitting on the panel. She's like, he looked at me with these eyes. He said, I wish I'd seen it. Like, come on, bitch. Shut the fuck up, dog. Like, she just fucking. How about Kanye calling out Nick Cannon, Tyson Bedford, and Drake? I didn't hear exactly what happened with all that. I know something about Drake insinuated that he fucked Kim K or some shit like that. And nigga probably sending some roses. Baby, you ain't gotta let Ray J treat you like that. Did you say bitch? Did you say what? You said yeah. I said bitch. But again, man, like, that's what I'm saying. You said I wouldn't be surprised. She probably kissed a girl. But that's the thing. There's a double standard with women. But here's what happens. It's women who violate women all the time. But it's okay. Because that's why I say that one video, that bitch who was slapping the fuck out them hoes because they kept grabbing her ass. But like she was pouring alcohol down the dude throat, and like somebody grabbed her ass or something like that. She turned around and hauled off and slapped the fuck out that bitch. I mean, she slapped and the bitch was like, oh my God. She's like, yeah, bitch, like, you violated that woman. That's sexual fucking harassment. Like, but with women, it's okay. Like, you hear stories about women talking about, oh man, this bitch I don't even know came in and said, oh, I just love your breasts, or I love you, to grab on their titties in bathrooms and shit. Like, don't even know, like, and that's okay. Cause it's a woman. It's okay. You know, and they justify it. But if a man did the exact same thing, again, double standards, if a man did the exact same thing, they talk about how violated they were and how they couldn't go on with life, because it's all perception, man. It's all perception. Like, random motherfucking bitches like feel like it's okay to go up to another bitch and just fondle them, and it's okay. And nobody says anything. But again, a man does it, you want to haul off, slap him, he's a pervert, he's a piece of shit and all this other stuff, man. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. Oh man, that's the thing. Yeah, as long as look, if you ever just want to beat a bitch, just make sure you add a bunch of extra S's in your shit. Slur it with the little S shit in there, and put like a little lisp action with it. You free to beat up a bitch. That's a free beat up a bitch pass. And call her sis while you whooping her ass. You know, you get you get just like a free pass. You just walk down the street hauling off hitting bitches. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. Hell no, you can't do nothing. That's what I'm saying, though. It's like, you can't do anything. You look at a bitch, it passes. Bitch could be looking at you stupid, and just because you look back, I feel sexually harassed. Oh my God. You know, man, Urban Meyer shit. Like, what did Urban Meyer do? Motherfuckers act like Urban Meyer beat his bitch. Like, that's the shit that's crazy to me, man. Like, so I got to lose my job because I didn't report something that I may or may not have known about. Fucking shit stupid. Because what you do is you got all these, what happens is, man, you got all these dudes, and these dudes don't really believe that shit. But they don't want to lose their jobs. They don't want to seem a particular way in society, and they think that's going to help women continue to fuck them. Well, yeah, I feel like I would never violate a woman's rights, and she deserves to be treated like this. And the bitch the whole time she think, well, this motherfucker must be weak in bed. He ain't going to do nothing that I want. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going to beat the pussy up. That's what they thinking. Like, women to say one thing and really mean the whole fucking other. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they don't think that there's a chance, like, I mean, one, it's double standards, because if they don't think that you're attractive or they don't think that you look good, then you just don't get to. But if they, again, the thing with women is it's women and good looking guys are allowed to violate women, and women don't say shit. But if you look like a fucking Smeagol, well, shit, you fuck out of luck, bud. You know what I'm saying? Like you fuck all the way out of luck. You know what I'm saying? You better have some motherfucking game and tell really good stories or some shit. But like I say, there's that double standard. You know, either everybody gets a turd or nobody gets a turd. And I think it should be nobody. You should treat everybody fairly because, again, it is what it is. You know, fuck it. Yeah, but again, that's the society we live in. Kevin Hart's the funniest guy ever. Oh, he's so hilarious. You know, we're defending whack ass Tiffany Haddish. I know, like I'm really trying to. I'm not even gonna call it whack. I'm gonna find something of hers and I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna try to find that stand up, and I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it unbiased. I'm gonna take all my bias out. I'm gonna watch it and really see if she's funny or not. But I will get back to you guys on that one. But like I say, you know, everybody sitting here, I've seen lots of people talk about the whole situation. Well, he shouldn't have did this or said that, which he didn't do. And man, matter of fact, Red Grant he came out a couple of days after. The dude who was in the studio with old gal with the radio host lady, basically he said that old gal basically was coming at Cat Williams the whole time. Said like off the air, like when she said that was like clowning about his kids, was like clowning him about a whole bunch of, like she had started that whole jail shit, some drug shit. Like she was coming at him all the whole time off the radio. So she tried to fashion it like she just wasn't doing nothing. Oh, I don't know why he was attacking me, and you know, and all this, and fucking the Red Grant, you know, because you always see the dude. He's always like a goofy looking dude. That's the first time I've ever seen him look semi-serious. And he was just talking about, he's like, man, it's fucked up. I need to go watch it. I watched about half of it, but I need to see the rest of it. But he was just basically talking about, you know, that she basically came for Cat Williams. And then, you know, old buddy flashed a gun at him. And that's why, you know, Cat took off running at the whatchamacallit or something like that. You know, and old buddy said he tried to say, oh, no, he ain't do all that. And the gun just fell out his thing. You know, just a whole bunch of shenanigans. And when you look at it, just it looks like old gal, she really instigated that whole situation. Did she just try to finesse it? Like, I knew she was trying to finesse this shit when she just, oh, you know, I've just been blessed to put in this position. I just do so much for homeless women. Like, what the fuck do homeless women have to do with the situation between you and Cat Williams? You know what I'm saying? Like, you tried and you failed. And that's what happened. Because, like, I don't see why because, like, Cat Williams originally, Buddy said, like, Cat Williams really wasn't there to do an interview. He wasn't supposed to be a part of it. She was the one, like, oh, come on. Come on in here, boy. Get in here, boy. Like, said, like, kind of demeaning him like he was a kid. Like, it's a grown-ass man. You can call this man no boy. You know, he might be little. So she basically, you know, instigated the shit from the jump. And then, you know, she said he was saying that Cat Williams had actually walked out the interview. And I think a producer ran to go bring him back and do all this other shit, you know. And then, you know, I guess he was visibly frustrated by the shit. You know, my thing is, dude just won an Emmy. Dude just did all this other shit. You ain't even asking him about his Emmy. You ain't asking him about none of the shit. Like, had it been anybody else? Oh, but she did it. Like, you know, again, she probably feeling some type of way because he's talking about a black woman and I'm a black woman. If it's valid, it's valid. It's okay to talk about anybody. You know what I'm saying? But people get mad because, oh, that person of a different race said something about the same race I am. If a white person says something about a black person to me and it's valid and it's a sensible fact, then okay, cool. Now, if you're saying some shit and that shit just sounds like, you have some undertones behind which, hey, you probably need to shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to tell you this, though. I would talk about white, black, Mexican, green, gray, orange, and pink, you know? But again, I have no... There ain't no undertones. I love everybody and hate everybody the same, man. Like I say, I've been fortunate from my youth to now to have been to associate with people of all kinds. And so, you know, I talk a lot of shit about people and I crack jokes about it. Like, I have no disdain. Like, I have no hate for Arabs did 9/11. I hate them all. Oh, God damn it. No, I don't give a fuck. It wasn't to me personally. Like, you know, Arab personally did shit except for everybody pull a gun on us. But shit, we was cool with him after that. We didn't even have no problems after that. We laughed about the shit next time. Said, man, you pull that gun on, man. You know, I thought, you know. Like, yeah, wasn't nobody worried about that shit. But like I say, it's just, you can't be taking shit personal, man. And that's what the fuck happened is the shit got off. She took some shit personal because she started some shit and then she couldn't finish it. And then so she started playing the victim. And again, that's why I say, look, I believe in equality. If you start some fucking shit, you got to deal with that shit, man. And it is what it is. You ain't lied, Josh. Say if you hit and she don't like it, it's harassment. Wrong sex, exactly, harassment. I took away the other one. Say fuck a bitch wrong. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She gonna come back. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. And then we gonna end it on this note, because I've been saying I was gonna end it. But here's the thing. Why is it okay? You know, if you fuck a bitch and you don't perform up to her standards, it's okay for her to go tell everybody, you know, this, that, and the third. You know, society is it's okay for a woman to say, oh, you wasn't good in bed, you wasn't this, and this. But if a man says something about a woman's sexual prowess or lack thereof, then he's a bad guy. Oh, he's bashing her. He's doing this. I bet you can't suck dick for shit. You're toothy. Oh, you fucking pussy ain't that good. You know, you over there like talking about, oh, it can't fuck, baby. Your shit ain't that good. You know, maybe you just ain't stimulate nothing. You know, might be a hot dog in the hallway. You know what I mean? Like, so all I'm saying is the double standards are crazy. It's always okay for the person who gets to play the victim. It's always okay for the person who gets to play the victim to say whatever they want to. But then when it seems like somebody has a position of power or authority or something like that, if they say something, then they're a bad person. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, though. It is what it is. So, I don't know. I don't know what it is, man. What's up, Outlaw? What's the motherfucking deal? But again, but to them, you ask a fucking one of these super left-wing liberals, we'll say super left-wingers, not liberals. Regret is rape. Anytime a woman changes her mind, even if it's post-coitus, you know, it can be a week later. If you feel like you had to think about it and you decided that you didn't like it, it was rape. Like, word. That's how it works. So that's why I don't blame these men nowadays for fucking with these bitches or treat them the way they do if that's the case. Because like, you don't know what you're getting into. That's why I say, man, you got to find you one. You stick with that one broad. Hope she holding it down for you. You holding it down for her, and then fucking and don't fucking fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? No, I forgot to fuck with it. I forgot to even check the shit. But I'll look into it. I will. I'll definitely look into it. But like I say, man, craziness, Jack, craziness. Yeah, man, I thought you would have more hours than that. That shit looks slowed off. But here's the deal. Here is the deal. We're gonna call it a wrap for real this time. We've done enough violating of all type of conversations. You know, I've taken my stance. You know, you gotta have people who take up both stances. And again, otherwise, you know, everybody be a victim before they have a chance to prove themselves, or everybody would be guilty before they have a chance to prove themselves. I got it. I told you we're gonna talk about hypergamy, because that's essentially what it amounts to. Is that, you know, women who they get to have standards, because that's fucked up. Like, I mean, honestly, that's kind of what I was talking about earlier too. Like, it's okay for a woman to reject you. You know, say, hey, if a man was like, hey, I'm interested in talking to you, and you know, yada yada yada, and yada yada yada. No, you're not my type. It's no this and this. Oh, you're okay. You know, respect a woman's right to choose. Okay, she doesn't have to like you because you're a man. Okay, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I can validate that. But don't come at me because, oh, you know, my friend, she likes you. She want to talk. Hey, man, I ain't with that shit. Oh, you're a dog. You're no good because you think you're just like, what? No, bitch, that bitch ain't my fucking type. I don't want to fuck with that hoe. Like, I'll try to be polite about the shit, and I'm going to start really getting real raucous about it. You're going to put your friend in a bad situation that's going to be real embarrassing for the both of you. Like, motherfuckers can't take a no, and then like when you tell a bitch no, or you rejecting a bitch offer for sex, like you're the worst person in the world. Like, that's what I say, like, about that putting that pussy on the pedestal shit. Like, and I'm only saying these things because these things have happened. Like, a bitch try to throw something, man, I ain't even trying to fuck with you like that. Oh, now you're a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is wild, man. The world we live in is wild. The double standards are real. Outlaw, yeah, and that's why I say we had kind of talked about that briefly and earlier, but I'm sure the conversation will come back up again one day. But again, like I say, it was not what that was, and I was easily able to prove myself in that situation. So, but again, like I say, I appreciate all of y'all coming through the den, and soon we'll do it again. Make sure you tell a friend if you enjoy a friend who enjoys having good conversation. Talk about all kind of off the wall shit. We went a little longer than I planned, but yeah, we'll be back at it again. Like I say, no sauce tomorrow, but we will have a den topic tomorrow, and we'll go from there. You follow me on my Honcho gram, because like I said, I be having so many damn accounts. I don't know which one. I follow people back on the Honcho. Just my other main, like the regular, more channel focused ones, I don't. But I could probably do that. You follow me at Honcho? Okay. I'll check it out now. I could probably do that player. I could do that player. But again, man, with that being said, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I appreciate everybody for supporting the den. I appreciate from the sauce to all the other good stuff. I don't appreciate flower pants. But with that being said, man, I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all do not have to go home. It's already late as hell. Your ass need to be at home. You don't have to go home. No. Don't have to go home. But I suggest you get on YouTube and watch some old Martin clips. And then get your ass the fuck up out of here. With that being said, I'm out.